Hey everybody, this is Martin, and today our webinar is going to be on how to have an affair without getting caught and hanging out in sleazy motels. Does this describe you? If you have been caught having an affair, number one, do you think you can have an affair without getting caught? Number two, you are starting a relationship and ready to stray? Or are you ready to have fun with multiple partners and keep it hidden? You're in the right place. My goal for this presentation is to help two types of people. For those of you who have not cheated, you will get the information you need to do it without being caught. For the more experienced who have already cheated on their partners, you are going to learn additional tools to add to your arsenal to allow you to do more of what you want without getting caught. My goal for this webinar is the only way to make sure my goal for the webinar is this philosophy. The only way to make sure you're happy in a marriage or relationship is to be able to have an affair without getting caught. The only way to make sure you're happy and get your unique desires met is to be able to cheat when your partner is not giving you what you want. My name is Martin, and I have cheated. My girlfriend, Bernie, went home with the guy at the bar, and she disappeared for 3 days. What made it so bad was she had 3 of her friends staying with me that day that we were all supposed to go out to the bar with, and I got into an argument with her at the bar, and then she left and went home with this guy. But what made it so embarrassing, all her friends knew she went home with another guy to do whatever because they saw her kissing him. But I had to bring the 3 friends home with me to my apartment and have them stay with me the next day. And I had to also take them to the bus stop or to a shuttle to get them out of my place. Let me tell you what happened. Well, Bernie was a girl I met in a bar. Yankee Doodles, I believe, was the bar. And in addition, she was an au pair, a.k.a. a nanny. And she also had several other women that were nannies. Maria, Elizabeth, I think one's name was Tammy. I don't know. They're just a bunch of au pairs. And I became like their entitled chauffeur. So I would take them to all the different bars in Long Beach. We'd go to Orange County. We'd be going to Belmont Shores to go to the different clubs. Well, after sleeping with the Bernie a couple of times, I thought, hey, we should become girlfriend and boyfriend. That was mistake number 1. So then we were dating and stuff. And then Maria, her family that she was the nanny for, had this big house in Orange County. It was like a 4-bedroom house, and they had a swimming pool and a sauna. So she invited us over to her house for a party. So I have some rum and cokes, you're feeling good. We're all playing in the pool, hot dogs and hamburgers and pizza. And then I settled in on a nice, comfortable couch. And then Maria sat next to me. She was a 6'2" blonde, while Bernie was a cute Caucasian from Australia, but with a little bit of meat, let's say. A little bit of muscle, big bone. So Maria with this model body was sitting next to me, and I was already feeling a little tipsy. So I started we started getting closer and closer as we talked. Next thing you know, my hand was on her leg, her arm was around my shoulder, and I was kissing on her neck, kissing on her little chest thing or breast thing. And then the mistake was I forgot that Bernie was sitting right next to me. So she was watching all this. I'd be going, get a drink, come back, maybe bring a drink to Bernie, go back to kissing on Maria, hugging on Maria. And Bernie was this emotional woman, so she would start crying. Ah! Then she laughed and made a big scene, went out to the swimming pool. I was like, damn. So I had to get up, go deal with her, and tell Maria we'll have to do this another time. And then after that, I didn't think much of it. And then we started going out, and I knew she was upset with me because she kept bringing up, do you like Maria? Do you like Maria? Did you kiss Maria? Are you calling Maria? It's like, no. Then I said, you know what? Hey, let's just break up, so you can just go do what you want. I can do what I want, and we don't have to worry about it. Well, Well, we have I learned why you don't want to get caught. What ended up happening was she invited her three friends over to the house to stay at my place while we're all going to go to the bar and have fun with everyone. And then we got to the club, and then she stopped hanging out with us, and she kept going over to where this guy was, dancing with this guy, drinking with this guy. And I'm like, what's the deal, man? You invite us all here to come here, and you don't even spend time with us, I'm thinking to myself. So I kept going back and forth saying, hey, what's going on? Do you want a drink? What's the deal? Like, well, you're not spending with us. Then ended up getting into a big argument. She's like, oh, you don't possess me. Something happened. She went all crazy, and I was like, okay, let's let it go. Tried to find out where she was. A couple of minutes later, she went home with this guy. And then it turns out they disappeared. And she disappeared for like 3 days. I didn't hear from her. And then what made it so more embarrassing was for me was she had 3 of her friends staying at my apartment. So after learning that my girlfriend went home and slept with some other guy, I had to take all her friends home, and I locked them out the door when I got to my apartment. I said, take a taxi home, go away, I feel embarrassed, I'm hurt, I'm in pain. They're begging, Mark, let us in. And I finally let them in. And then a couple of days later, I get a call from Bernie. She's like, oh, the reason I did what I did was because you had an affair with Maria. I know you're having an affair with Maria. I saw you kissing on her, hugging on her. You think she looks better than me. So I wanted to get revenge on her. And that from that moment forward, I realized, you know what? It's not worth it to get caught cheating, because it's just going to end up to you having problems. So I've developed 4 techniques that you can use to have an affair without getting cheated, without getting caught cheating. And we're going to get started right now.